It's the moment we've all been waiting for. The college football season is officially upon us.
Another Pac-12 weekend is in the books, and it was another perfect weekend for Oregon women's basketball. After sweeping the Arizona schools, the Ducks now sit at 6-0 in conference play and jumped up one spot in the AP poll this week, coming in at number 7.
UConn was the better team, and their experience showed on the big stage. But when talking with the Ducks afterwards, they say they have nothing to hang their heads on. Oregon is a 6.5-point underdog to UCLA, but the last few times the Ducks have played in the Rose Bowl, they've come away with a couple of victories. We'll see if that continues on Saturday.
This week, Oregon football is hoping to avoid a trend that was all too common last season, back-to-back losses. It doesn't get any better than this. A top 10 matchup at Matthew Knight Arena with Pac-12 title implications on the line. 8th-ranked Oregon women's basketball hosting 10th-ranked UCLA. A win earns the Ducks sole possession of first place in the conference, and a loss drops them into a three-way tie for the top spot.
This hasn't been done in, years. So to be a part of this my senior year, I couldn't have asked for anything more.
It's been 18 years since the Oregon women's basketball program won a regular season Pac-12 championship. Current UO senior Lexi Bando was just 3 years old, saying she doesn't even remember that moment ever happening. Growing up in Eugene, Bando used to go to camps over at Mac Court, and her family even had season tickets to Duck games.
I knew I always wanted to be a part of it, and it was kind of my dream to play for my town.
A dream that almost didn't come true. While a fan of the Ducks, the wins on the court weren't adding up. Lexi wanted change. Her senior year of high school, she signed a letter of intent with Gonzaga, choosing Spokane over Eugene. And suddenly, in April of 2014, Kelly Graves became the head coach at Oregon, and Bando took the leap of faith with him.
Well, it was funny because I was supposed to go to Gonzaga, and that was a dynasty there, and I kind of knew that if I went there, I'd be cutting down the nets a lot. But I chose to be part of a program that was just kind of on the rise, and slowly getting there. I was excited to get away, but then it was like, to be able to play in front of all my friends and family in my hometown, it's probably the most special feeling.
Bando already knew what it takes to be a winner in her hometown. While at Willamette High School, she helped lead the Wolverines to 2 state championships. So the first couple of years at Oregon felt a little different.
Well, I'm not used to losing. And in high school, I really never lost, and in club basketball, I never lost. So to come to a program where, we weren't at the top, it was definitely really hard. But to see through the 4 years, now we're kind of at the top, it's a good feeling.
A rise that the Ducks say wouldn't be possible without the sharpshooting Bando.
She's everything, I think. When she plays, all her threes are great for us, and I think she's a great person, and she's definitely one of the reasons I committed. I saw her, she was a great teammate and a friend, so I'm glad we can do this and help her out.
She's meant a lot to the program. Not a lot of local players have stayed at the University of Oregon, so there was a lot of pressure there, especially having won 2 state championships, but she's handled it like a champion.
Lexi doesn't shy away from the pressure. If anything, she says playing in front of the same crowd for so many years has helped her. One thing that did catch her off guard, though, last season's miracle run to the Elite 8, something she says was a turning point for the program.
We really didn't think we were going to get there. We were just playing so loose and free that, we were the hunters last year, and now we're like the hunted.
A change in mindset that's caught the attention of the fans.
It's been crazy to see in the last month just how many fans are coming out and how early they're getting to games. And, I think there's so much hype around, Oregon women's basketball that it's really cool to see it becoming a really popular sport again.
Bando will graduate and move on this spring, but it looks like the Oregon women's basketball program is here to stay at the top for many years to come.
The sky's the limit for them, and they're going to continue bringing in the best of the best players, and national championship, that's going to be along the road when I see it for them.
Now, from the Three Rivers Casino Resort Sports Desk, KEZI 9 Sports with Jonathan Stile.
When Oregon women's basketball played Colorado on Friday night, the Ducks did something they don't really do that often: get off to a slow start. I can promise you on Sunday against Utah, that was definitely not the case. The number 7 Ducks looking for the sweep over the Mountain Schools. Oregon was already up 20-4. Check out this ball movement here. Eventually ends up in the hands of Sabrina Ionescu. She buries the triple. Utah goes on a bit of a run to tighten it up. Ducks too good though. Maite Cazorla sink in the three here. She had a game high 21 points in this one. In the fourth quarter now, Ionescu, always knowing how to set her teammates up, gets it down low to Ruthie Hebert, up and in. Ionescu recorded her 9th career triple-double after posting 19 points, 10 boards, 13 assists. Oregon cruises to the victory 84-68. 17th ranked Oregon State looking to take care of Colorado. We'll pick it up in the second quarter. Beavers down 1. Michaela Pivic with a long pass to Marie Gulich. She gets the finish and gives OSU the lead. Second half now, Maddie Washington getting double teamed here, drops it off to Taylor Comer. No one decides to guard her, so she chalks up the three, nails it. Beavers in full control. Buffaloes never got close from there. Pivic finds a wide open Katie McWilliams. Splish, splash, Beaver bash. Oregon State finishes the weekend off with a win. Final score 86-71. After suffering an ugly loss in Corvallis a couple of weeks ago, the Oregon men's basketball team played much better to get the win in round 2 against Oregon State, but it wasn't all that pretty. Things were looking good for the Ducks early on. They shot 65% from the field in the first half to take a 16-point lead into the locker room. Then Oregon came out cold, allowing OSU to creep back into it. And now, while the Ducks were never really in danger of blowing the game, the second half woes continue to be a trend for the team this season.
The rhythm of the offense wasn't nearly the same, and I think it all started by just taking some quick bad shots in that first 5 minutes. I thought that really threw our offensive rhythm off.
We started to rush some shots, taking some guarded threes we didn't need to take. So, in the first half we were moving it. Everybody got easy shots. It was easy layups, easy threes. And in the second half, we kind of forced it a little bit. We just got to keep letting the game come to us. And it's just, we got to know that somebody's going to make a play for somebody, and you're going to get an easy one.
Well, the wait is almost over. Oregon football's spring game is now just 2 days away. Matt, free and loose are the two words that Kelly Graves likes to use to describe his team. And when you watch them play, it's easy to see why. Oregon women's basketball has only lost 2 games all season, but both have been against ranked teams on the road. The Ducks survived a close one on Friday against USC, but Sunday's challenge, a matchup with number 14th ranked UCLA inside Pauley Pavilion. Crosby will suit up as an Oregon Duck for one final time on Saturday, but he'll forever be Vegas strong. And already today, with the news of Taggart leaving, several current Oregon pledges have actually decommitted from the program. Everyone wanted to see how the Oregon offense would perform without starting quarterback Justin Herbert, and to put it bluntly, it just wasn't very good. Oregon has been able to slow down 2 high-powered offensive teams so far in the NCAA tournament, but Notre Dame is a different kind of beast. The Irish rank 3rd in the country, averaging close to 86 points a game.